Peace Day, and greetings to all of you from Chicago. I'm Frank Lamont from the Peace School, and I'm here with the Chicago Build the Peace Committee. We'll be your host for today's program and want to warmly welcome you to the 42nd anniversary of Peace Day in Chicago. Let's start things off with a story about how Peace Day came into being in our city.
This is a story about a man of peace, about a day of peace, about a mission for peace that we all share. We begin in South Korea with a highly disciplined scholar, educator, and martial art grandmaster. His research and practice confirmed what he intuitively knew, that martial art is a practice of deep peace. In the early 1950s, his schools across Korea were unique, teaching meditation and yoga alongside rigorous martial art training. He sought for decades to come up with an easy way for people to connect with the energy of peace. One day it came to him, something so simple that anyone could do it. He called it peace breathing. Inhale world, exhale peace. In 1972, he left Korea, a country and culture that he loved, and moved with his family to the United States. He did so because of his grave concern for the future of the planet, deciding to work in a country where people of all cultures are found, in order to have the best chance for peace to someday spread globally. He founded the Peace School in Chicago, where he and his eldest son worked side by side. A few years later, Grandmaster Kim was inspired to create a Day of Peace. In 1978, he proposed this to Chicago's mayor, who agreed to proclaim September 7th Peace Day in Chicago. At Grandmaster Kim's request, the mayor's proclamation asked all Chicagoans to observe 1 minute of silence for world peace. He began asking governors and mayors across the country to follow Chicago's lead. The response was tremendous. In time, we received proclamations from governors in all 50 states and mayors in over 540 cities. After the United Nations created the International Day of Peace in 1981, we expanded Chicago's observance into Peace Days. Grandmaster Kim was so proud when the Peace School was named a UN Peace Messenger organization and was presented with a certificate at the United Nations. We celebrated Chicago's 30th anniversary of Peace Day in 2008. That's when we formed the Chicago Build the Peace Committee, teaming up with amazing partner organizations and providing Peace Day materials annually to every Chicago public school. Peace Day continues to grow with students, diplomats, community organizers, government officials, and everyday Chicagoans from all 77 community areas, all coming together not just to celebrate peace in our city, but to send peace out to every country of the world. Anchored by the Minute for Peace, Peace Day has been supported by every Chicago mayor since it was founded and has continued to promote the positive side of peace building. Grandmaster Kim taught us that inner peace and world peace are interconnected. One cannot exist without the other, and that every human being shares the ability, responsibility, and mission to create a peaceful world. Peace Day is an opportunity for us to energize this mission and then to live it each and every day.
Hi everyone, I'm Lydia Howe from the Peace School. I love having the opportunity to see people interact from all over the world and all backgrounds. It's one of the most exciting parts of Peace Day. We have a really wonderful opportunity every year to meet global diplomats from all over the world through the participation of the Chicago Consular Corps. There are over 80 consulates in Chicago, and it really makes us truly a global city. I had the great honor of speaking with the Dean of the Chicago Consular Corps, Giselle Castillo-Veremas, who is also an honorary co-chair of the Chicago Build the Peace Committee. We want to extend our gratitude and a warm welcome to Dean Castillo-Veremas and all the members of the Chicago Consular Corps who join us at Peace Day every year and are here today as well. Please enjoy these excerpts from our conversation. Why do you think there's such enthusiastic support for Peace Day from all of you?
I believe we all feel compelled to be part of such an important moment for the planet. I think that it's a need that we all have. Um, Another reason I will say because we represent the international community in Chicago. And this commemoration is very relevant for our diaspora, and it's part of the diversity of the city of Chicago. And we are part of the city of Chicago. So that's another reason why I believe that many of us also participate in the event.
You know, for me, one of the most touching moments is when you are all on stage for the Minute of Silence for Peace. It's amazing to feel that in the middle of the city, in Daley Plaza, we all create this moment together where the noises of the city, the distractions in our thoughts kind of settle into a quiet calm, and we all focus our hearts and minds on peace together. And you can really, it feels like it's easier to feel connected to each other in that moment. Do you have I'm just curious about your experience of that.
Well, I think that is a very powerful moment, very powerful and genuine moment in which we put aside all of our differences and we connect as members of a global community with the same universal identity, which is humanity. I think that powerful moment, that genuine moment, is where we show who we are. I personally love the solemnity of that moment of silence, and in that moment of harmony, it's like a moment of unity, but it's also a moment of freedom.
You know, the World Peace Flag Ceremony is another part that many of the consulate representatives participate in for Peace Day. One of the things that's always struck me is this special connection between the students and members of the Consular Corps. So I'm curious if you have any special reflections or memories about the students at Peace Day.
I will say that each time that I have participated in the World Peace Flag Ceremony, I have felt honored and enthusiastic. It makes me very, very happy to see flags and people from all over the world, as a personal confession. In general, I love patriotic symbols and national anthems from all nations. The flag solemnity fascinates me even more when they are all together. That's starting with that moment. It makes it very special. And then I enjoy observing the flags, the flag carriers, the student, and the general crowd. And something that I have observed over the years is the happiness among all the participants and the eagerness of the students and the flag carriers. It is very pleasant to witness their pride when they see their flags and their countries represented. I perceive that they feel like being part of the event makes them part of a meaningful impact. That they are creating that meaningful impact in the world. And indeed they are. They're creating that impact. I think they're creating the culture of peace, awareness about the importance of peace, awareness about the importance of unity, of freedom, of cultural diversity, and foremost of racial equality. Especially at the moment when we all chant peace to the world or peace to the country of the represented flag, it is very moving. It's very touching and very moving moment. So I observe on the students, especially that pride that I just described, the pride of seeing the flag, of seeing the dignitaries. It's like they are in their countries. They're part of it. And it's a beautiful experience. And every year I feel the same way, although every year has been growing, so perhaps a little bigger.
Oh.
Year after year.
Oh, it's so true. Well, I thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Peter Vega, Executive Director of the Chicago Cultural Alliance. The Alliance is a consortium of 40 cultural heritage museums, historical societies, and community centers. These pillars of Chicago's neighborhoods host art and culture programs that promote peace, unity, and diversity. While we all spend more time at home due to COVID-19, please don't forget about the museums and cultural centers in your neighborhood, wherever you are in the world, but especially here in Chicago. You might be able to visit their space with limited restrictions or find their online events and classes. Now let's explore some of these cultural institutions here in Chicago to the sound of Raga Blues, performed by the Sarabi Ensemble, a talented intercultural group that demonstrates the connections between cultures and teaches a positive message of togetherness. But first, we'll experience the healing power of tradition and ceremony when African and Aztec dancers and drummers bring Black and Brown communities together from neighboring Lawndale, North Lawndale and Little Village communities of Chicago. We'll end with a message from the DuSable Heritage Association. Thank you and enjoy.
Peace to Chicago and the world. My name is Edzer Kantav, President of Dusable Heritage Association. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'm extending the calumet of peace to each and everyone in celebration of Peace Day 2020. Our mission is to promote the legacy of Jean-Baptiste Pointe Dusable, Chicago's founder, a man of peace, and a pioneer of multiculturalism. Together with his Potawatomi Indian wife Kitty Howard, he founded 211 years ago a settlement where immigrants, traders, and Native Americans all lived in peace and on equal footing. This settlement is today's multi-ethnic and diverse Chicago. For the past 20 years, Dusable Heritage Association has been educating Chicago on the history of this Black man of Haitian descent and his contributions to the development of this city. Today's goal is to share Dusable's legacy of peace and to engage Chicago to be true to its destiny of diversity. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Sana Hussein with the United Nations Association Chicago, where I am the Director of Special Initiatives, which is programming for all participants with the United Nations Association to effectuate any of the United Nations Association goals. And the goals apply to humanitarian aspects and as well as environmental aspects and things that affect human rights. So we are certain that any citizen can participate with the United Nations Association and find a cause to promote. And of course, one of those causes is peace in the world. I'm delighted to introduce two lifelong peacemakers with very close ties to the United Nations International Day of Peace. Evan Matson is co-founder and president of Pathways to Peace, a global peace-building, educational, and consulting organization. Monica Willard from United Religions Initiative is a founding member of the International Day of Peace NGO committee at the UN and currently serves as co-chair. In this day of all kinds of technology issues, I just want to give you a heads up that Avon's camera isn't working, so we get to see her lovely photo instead. Avon and Monica, welcome.
Oh, hello, Avon. Hello, Chicago. Oh, Jennifer and Master Kim, thank you so much for this opportunity to connect with you on the International Day of Peace. It is such a joy to be here, and particularly to be here with Avon Madison. Avon, you had me as your representative. You've been my mentor. You introduced us to the International Day of Peace, and we have been observing it at the United Nations with the student observance since 1997, and having the NGO committee for the International Day of Peace since 2002, when the second resolution came through to call for the ceasefire and nonviolence for the children of the world. That decade was set in 2002, and the International Day of Peace took on the chore of calling for a global ceasefire in the second resolution. And that is when the International Day of Peace NGO committee started. And I have been blessed to work with them ever since, and I'm currently serving as a co-chair. And each year, the UN Department of Global Communications does a special student observance, which they held this year on the 17th. And before that, the Secretary General rang the peace bell. So one of the advantages of looking at the International Day of Peace through the COVID lens was we were able to have youth from all over the world join us at the UN on the 17th. And I am sitting across the street from the UN now. And I look forward to listening to Avon talk about what she has been inspiring the world to do to observe the International Day of Peace. Thank you, Avon.
Oh, thank you, dear Monica. It's been a joy to be serving with you all these decades. And thank you, Chicago and Peace School Chicago and Master Kim and Jennifer Kim, and to everyone. Briefly, there is something significant happening this year that is so correlative with what happened in 1981 when the International Day of Peace resolution was adopted by the United Nations during the Cold War. And yet it was the one time that a unanimous resolution occurred within the United Nations to establish a universal day of peace. And in this original resolution, it called for everyone on this day and on every day to dedicate themselves to peace above all differences of any kind. And so we are here during this intersection of so many crises occurring at the same time. And what is so extraordinary in Chicago is that you demonstrate the truth that local and global peace are inseparable, as are personal and planetary peace. Since that day, in 1981, the first celebration that occurred was in 1984 in the founding city of San Francisco. But what occurred on that day was something that I see also evident in Chicago, which was that it was intergenerational and intercultural, and brought together all the sectors of society, of our community. And what was so extraordinary on that day in 1984 was that citizens in over 70 countries joined with citizens in San Francisco, where the UN was founded, actually in San Francisco, because they found something that everyone could universally connect with on one day. And that day has now turned into a worldwide movement that is occurring with millions and millions of people and organizations throughout the world. And just want to honor again Peace Day Chicago for its many years of dedication to Peace Day, and to all the peoples who have dedicated their lives throughout all these decades to building a culture of peace that is sustainable and diverse, representing our unity and diversity. And one of the aspects that we do continue from that 1984 time is this minute of silence, moment of peace as well, called the Peace Wave at noon in every time zone. And I know that that is also the minute of silence that is being honored, that we have already experienced with Peace Day Chicago this year as well, and every year. So thank you. It is a privilege to be part of this. And I now turn it back to.
Thank you. My name is Robert Carr. I'm a member of the Peace School International Committee. It is in the present that we breathe. It is in the present that presence is possible, that mindfulness is possible, and making enlightened choices of words and actions is possible. For peace to be a part of our lives, we must build up the energy of peace and harmony into our minds. Master Charles Kim, president of the Peace School, which was founded by his father in 1972, is a teacher of peace breathing and teaches us that it is that energy which we must, as individuals and collectively together, build in order to bring peace to this world. Master Kim was accompanied by William Buchholz, a member of the Algonquin Métis First Nation, who performed traditional native flute in the song Amazing Grace to honor all of the people who have lost their lives this year in the pandemic. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Happy Peace Day. What is peace? Peace consists of love, harmony, gratitude, and respect. That's the type of energy we need on Earth right now. We are facing very difficult situation on Earth. My father, founder of a peace school more than half century ago, told us we will face very difficult situation. So he provided us with a method, peace breathing. Inhale world, exhale peace, sending energy out to all humanity, nature, or all living things, everything. But we have to produce this type of energy together. More people, the better. Let's say you have a 10 gallon of water and there is a dry land. If you pour 10 gallons of water to dry land, then it evaporates and absorbs right away. I said dry land because our situation is that lack of kindness, lack of love, lack of respect. But at the same time, let's say about 10,000 people with 10 gallons each water each, we be pouring that, which will be 100,000 gallons into the dry land. It will soak, and we will grow something very useful, something very nice. That's what we need right now. Universe is made of the great harmony and love. Because of a great harmony, it doesn't collide each other. They keep balance. If we keep peace or world peace, we synchronize with the universe energy. Then we are able to bring down those universe energy to earth. They'll be beneficial to all of us. But at the same time, we are going along with the universe direction, expanding universe. Let's build society with a peace. And when peace becomes a foundation, then we can build a beautiful, healthy environment. Now this is time for a minute of silence for peace. Let's begin. Peace. Thank you.
I'm Lily, and I work with Sinai at the United Nations Association of Chicago, where I serve as the Global Goals Ambassador for Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions. Our Build the Peace Committee is supported by an esteemed group of honorary co-chairs, including the Dean of the Consular Corps, who we met earlier in this program. Now we'll be hearing messages of peace from two more of our committee's co-chairs. Enjoy.
This is Toni Preckwinkle, President of the Cook County Board of Commissioners. I want to commend and congratulate all the folks who put together this 42nd annual Peace Day. And in this moment, when the nation is focused on racial injustice and racial equity, I think it's important to remember no justice, no peace. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jim Bennett, and I am the director of the Illinois Department of Human Rights. And on behalf of our department and the Pritzker administration, Governor Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton, we want to wish you the most awesome of peace days for 2020. And there could be no better year for peace than 2020. We have all been connected in a very tumultuous time. I mean, through a pandemic, not just here in the United States, but from our own neighborhoods all the way to our globe, where we have felt the same sort of pain and challenges, and many of us have borne it greater than others, and some with their lives, but it's connected us. It's connected us in a meaningful way. And the racial unrest in US that we feel in every one of our cities and hopefully in our hearts. And this could be a moment of incredible reckoning. So I wish for everyone, first of all, just be kind to yourself because it's challenging times. to find and pray that in this moment that we can really find our better angels and be better as a people, and we start with each of us. And finally, I wish you all an incredible day. So take care of yourself. Know that the Illinois Department of Human Rights is with you, and if there's discrimination, we hope you seek our office out, and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Haldis Toppin from Greenheart International, a nonprofit based in Chicago. Greenheart International's mission is to connect people to planet through our cultural exchange programs in the US and abroad, as well as through eco-fair trade purchasing. In addition to these services, we provide opportunities for personal development, volunteer service initiatives, and environmental advocacy projects. In this time of uncertainty from the pandemic and social upheaval, Greenheart is dedicated to creating a new, safe, and just world where all have the opportunity to have a livable wage, experience new ideas and culture, and live peacefully with the planet. Peace Day Chicago has always featured performances that capture the rich multicultural talent of our city. We're thrilled Ensemble Español Spanish Dance Theater is sharing the performance they planned for the annual American Spanish Music and Dance Festival. It's a beautiful expression of the arts rising above the pandemic. Get ready to enjoy Duquelando.
I wish you peace today and every day. I'm Pat Merriweather Argus with Rotary International. Rotary is an organization, an international organization of over 1.3 million Rotarians and Rotaractors in over 200 countries. Rotary has a focus of peace through service. So we work with adults and youth on local and global programs focused on peace, education, health, clean water, the environment, and eradicating polio, and so much more. Rotary clubs in Chicago are very excited to be partnering with the Peace School on a Peace Poetry Challenge. This is open to all students in the Chicago area with a written poem or a spoken word video, which must be submitted by October 31st. The focus is on what does peace mean to me? Awards will be given in early December to the top challenge poetry winners. For more information, go to rotary6450.org. I talked about Rotary being involved in the environment. We must begin to think of peace and our planet Earth together. And it's important not only to listen to adults and others, but really to listen to our children. As I know, they're always honest, blunt, and they definitely speak from their heart. Today we have a special video done by children from We the World that will touch your heart and make you think twice about the environment and how you can be part of the solution. Thank you.
Attention! Attention! Can I have your attention, please? It's urgent! Urgent! It's urgent! This is an urgent message from your children! I feel really scared. The environment is kind of just getting torn apart. There's pollution, global warming, and people are just not caring about it. Nature is getting destroyed. I mean, there's a bunch of logging, there's water pollution, there's air pollution. I'm really concerned about fracking because I don't have no good water to drink.
Pipelines with gas inside, they can also explode.
And some people are throwing garbage in the ocean that makes the ocean polluted. So animals are also getting sick and can die out there. If animals are getting extinct, one day we're gonna get extinct if you don't stop. This makes me feel mad. It makes me feel upset. I think it's terrible. I feel ashamed because so far very few people are doing something about it. We'll all be sad because we don't have anywhere else to live.
I'm worried that this generation will be ruined and there will be nothing left for the next generation.
If this keeps going, well, the whole world is really gonna collapse. Just give me a minute, please.
If we don't stop this, it will lead to a global disaster or even the destruction of Earth.
If we destroy all of this, then we'll have no other planet to live on. People act like it's nothing and it won't affect them, but soon it will.
Sometime in the future, I may be dead, I may not. It's going to affect us all in some horrible way. And so if we do something now, then maybe we can stop that from happening.
I would want to do something about it, though the people who really have that power don't really care.
It's not like there's an unstoppable force doing this to us. We can choose not to, do this to the planet and the environment.
I want to live in a world where children can look out the window and not see a sea of sadness, but somewhere where things thrive.
We're probably gonna have to, evolve.
Hey kids! Hey kids! Want to help us get the word out? Will you join us? Go to weyourchildren.org.
weyourchildren.org.
And upload your own video. Upload your own video. Add your voice. Tell your adults how you feel. Tell your adults how you feel. Tell your adults how you feel.
And tell your friends to join us too.
If we can get 1 million kids,
1 million kids!
to add their voice,
Then grown-ups will have to listen.
the grown-ups will have to listen.
Go to weyourchildren.org.
weyourchildren.org.
We are your children.
We are your children.
Peace and blessings. My name is Pastor Victoria C. Brady. I am the second generation president CEO of Annie B. Jones Community Services, Inc. ABJ is in the South Shore community and offers young and youth and young adults arts-based leadership and development through our ABJ Civic Arts training. Ours is a peace-building organization that teaches youth to produce artistic works that inspires, empowers, and advocates for those that are perceived as voiceless. I am proud to serve as a committee member for Peace Day and got involved because I believe peace is possible. I believe in peace and its liberating power. Peace is the language of those that desire it. Words are powerful, so we tap into the language of peace. Today, ABJ is pleased to share Chicago's Peace Day anthem, Peace Didn't Stop, We Did, which we wrote and produced as a way to contribute to the language and building of peace. Anyone who lives in Chicago knows that there is a divide between so many of our communities, including the North and South Side. We're about to learn about Tanika Johnson's Folded Map Project, a creative way that she came up with to connect residents who live at corresponding addresses like 6500 North Ashland and those that live at 6500 South Ashland. Then we'll see a sampling of the hundreds of community-based grassroots organizations working across the city for positive change while we listen to our Chicago anthem, Peace Didn't Stop, We Did.
It's a concept that's been building for about 3 years. It started with Tanika Johnson's Folded Map Project. My wife Jennifer and I were the first Northside map twins with our neighbor Nanette here on the 6100 block of South Bishop. And we've kept up the relationship for the last 3 years, and we've talked about, what we can do to build on it in order to close the gaps between the neighborhoods in Chicago with regard to social justice, economic equity, and what have you.
We started talking about putting a group together and somewhat modeling after Tanika's folded map. We decided that we wanted to do like block twins. We just want change on our block. We want to matter on our block. We're gonna plant flower boxes at the corner entering into the 6100 block on Bishop. Some of the elderly neighbors want flowers in front of their house, so we're gonna dig up and put flowers in front of their houses. And we just coming together as a community from the north side and the community from the south side to bring one community together.
We're doing a beautification project just to get people from the north side and the south side together, working together to help beautify the block where the residents of this block want it to be beautified.
My hope is that we'll have broader conversations about how we can support one another, think about why our blocks are similar and different and what are the systemic issues that might drive that difference.
I'm so excited to see people from all walks of life and different neighborhoods come together to improve the block and make it a beautiful space.
To see it happening and to be a part of it happening in a place that I grew up in and a place that my aunt has lived for years is a beautiful thing.
Sadie planted 2 planters she made a new friend. What's her name again? Justice?
Yeah.
Justice, how old is she?
10.
And how old are you?
9.
Yeah.
This is community. Anytime we can get together, meet new people, meet neighbors, make new friends, have a good time in safety, you can't get past it.
And I just believe if people give it a chance, everybody can have it. You just have to give it a chance.
Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's get the peace again. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's live in peace again. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's get the peace again. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's live in peace again. Live in peace, express through peace, expand in peace, and share in peace. Peace brought me hope, it did. I reach for high possibilities. Peace brought me hope, it did. You can make peace a reality. Hey, Chicago. It's time for you and me to choose peace. I rise up in peace. I stand up in peace. I'm gonna be a peacemaker. Yes, I'm gonna be a peacemaker. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's get the peace again. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's live in peace again. Live in peace, express the peace, expand in peace, and share in peace. Peace brought me hope, it did. I reach for high possibilities. Peace brought me hope, it did. I reach for high possibilities. Hey, Chicago. It's time for you and me to choose peace. I rise up in peace. I stand up for peace. I'm gonna be a peacemaker. Yes, I'm gonna be a peacemaker. Breathe in peace. My city, please. This world, please. Hey, peace. Peace didn't stop, we did. So let's get the peace again.
Hi, I'm Diane Venaria from the Peace School. And what I really love about Peace Day is interfacing with the schools. Last year, we had over 1,300 students in Daley Plaza. And this year, we have Chicago schools as well as schools out of state joining us for our program. Since 2008, we've been giving Peace Day materials to each Chicago public school, engaging students in peace-building activities in sync with students from across the world. Next, we're going to hear a message of peace from Dr. Janice Jackson. She's the head of Chicago Public Schools. Then we'll get a taste of 2 activities that students are doing to honor Peace Day: peace breathing and the Build the Peace Pledge. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Janice Jackson, CEO of Chicago Public Schools, and I'm honored to offer a message of peace to everyone, especially our youth. Now more than ever, we need peace. Peace in our homes and in our communities. We need an end to violence and to the racial injustice that has plagued our nation for far too long. I believe our students are the answer to this call. You are the future, so you must be the ones to bring peace and mindfulness to our world. Our job as leaders is to support and empower our young people so that they can create a brighter, safer future for all of us. I thank the organizers of today's event for finding a creative way to bring us all together in 2020. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish everyone in CPS and in our wonderful city, Peace Day.
Hello, my name is Zach. I'm a high school sophomore from Chicago. I started peace breathing as part of my Taekwondo training when I was 10, and it helps me when I'm nervous or angry. Jen, I know you from taking classes at the Peace School, but I hear as a teacher outside of the Peace School, you've incorporated peace breathing into your teachings. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, thank you, Zach. I've been practicing peace breathing since 2003, and I love peace breathing, and I love to share it with others. So I've developed some peace breathing programs in several Chicago public schools. One of those schools, Ruiz Elementary, last winter, 7th grade students began leading the daily call to peace and peace breathing during morning announcements. Each day, they honored one country, one state, and the city of Chicago. At another school, Lindblom Math and Science Academy, I designed a year-long class. So students and I met weekly, we practiced peace breathing together, and reflected on the stories and ideas presented in Master Kim's peace breathing book. It's wonderful today to be joined by two of those students, Courtney Greenlee and Michael Charles. Mike, what do you remember about first being introduced to peace breathing and its impact on you as a high school student and an athlete?
I definitely remember the first class that I had where we did peace breathing. It was so peaceful and so calming. As I closed my eyes and I took my first breaths, for the peace breathing class, I could really feel myself just coming to a center. And at that point, I thought, like, this is something that I can incorporate outside of just class. So before games, I would practice, peace breathing. And if I was stressed or was doing some type of assignment, I would always just try to get myself back to that calmness. It's something that I, used throughout college, playing college basketball, and what I use in my everyday life now.
And Courtney, I'm curious to hear about the Peace School's impact and peace breathing's impact on your life now.
So after taking it with you at school, I had to start incorporating it into my everyday life because of building a business and just being stressed. And I found myself becoming more stressed all over again. And I was just like, I need to go do something. And then one day I was just like, what is the school that Miss Moray took us to? And it took me back to the Peace School. So I walked in looking for you. And then, and then I came and I was just like, I just want to take a class. And it was just so centering, like Mike said, and just calming in my everyday life. So I was just like, I have to get back to this because I still would teach people, like when I would be stressed, they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm breathing. I'm peace breathing, actually. You want to join in? And people don't, they're like stand off to it at first. But once you get them to get to that 7 count, they're like, I do feel better. I do feel more balanced and I do feel more centered. So maybe I should incorporate it into my life. And I was like, maybe you should. But yeah, so that's how I got back into the Peace School, from you introducing it to us and finding my way back, I guess.
That's excellent. Thank you, Courtney.
Dr. Marty K. Casey, thank you for joining us from St. Louis. I understand that you run a program that heals trauma and that you're incorporating peace breathing into it.
Absolutely. I am so excited about discovering peace breathing because it was the technique that I feel that the Ungun Institute method was missing. It's all about centering when you are dealing with trauma, being able to align your mind, your body, and your spirit. And in order to do that, you have to bring a calmness to your oneness, if you will. And peace breathing is definitely that technique that allows you to do that.
Yeah. And I like what you said about imagine how the world could be if we all did that. What you said, I mean, really, if we could all be at peace within ourselves, like how many problems would be resolved?
Absolutely. It starts with self. We add to the world, but we are a part of the world. And so when you start with self and how you show up, you're creating that positive energy around you. And something as simple as peace breathing really could be the one thing that unites us. If we all said, you know what, I'm gonna be responsible enough to do this every single day. And after you do that, put a smile on your face. Let's add that to it as well. And then let's move forward and connect with each other on a daily basis. It will make a difference. So thank you.
Yes, yeah, thank you. In fact, thank you, everybody. I'm inspired to keep peace breathing, and I hope you are too.
Hi, my name is Andrea Koulis, and I'm the IB coordinator at Roberto Clemente Community Academy, located here in Chicago, Illinois. This is going to be my 4th year participating in Peace Day. One of my favorite learning experiences happened with my student, Reem Fakori.
Hi, everybody. My name is Reem Fakori, and I got the chance to participate in Peace Day my senior year of high school. I was given the chance to carry the Jordanian flag. And being someone who is half Jordanian, half Palestinian, this really gave me the opportunity to own my culture in a way I've never really been given. Being someone who is obviously a person of color, this made it easier for me to really feel truly represented. Being a person of color and growing up around people of color, I've always felt represented to a certain extent, but not to the extent that Peace Day finally allowed me to feel. I've never really been given or been shown a standing person who is Middle Eastern or who is Jordanian. And I finally felt the sense of I was that person for other Middle Eastern kids and also for myself.
Hi, I'm Ken Gunn, Acting Commissioner of the Chicago Commission on Human Relations. And I believe that we must and we can build the peace every day.
The ability to be a peacemaker starts with a promise to yourself.
Read it.
Say it.
Sign it.
Live it.
Build the peace pledge.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe that we must and we can
Build the peace every day.
Every person.
In every family.
School.
Community.
City.
And country. I believe.
I believe.
I believe that my own thoughts, words, and actions
make a difference.
Therefore, from this day forward,
I pledge in my daily life to respect all life.
Reject violence.
Share with others.
Listen to understand.
Preserve the planet.
And rediscover solidarity.
We must and we can build a beloved community.
Thank you very much. Master Kim last Peace Day visited Sky Landing in Jackson Park. For those of you who do not know about Sky Landing, it is a 12-petal lotus that was designed by Yoko Ono and installed in 2016. As we all know, and as Master Kim teaches us, that peace begins from within. So this particular lotus invites you to walk into its center, as Master Kim did last year on Peace Day, to dedicate this to peace and as a place to do peace breathing. As you walk into these 12-foot petals and into the center, you ask yourself not what others can do to simply bring peace to the world, but what can you do? So through peace breathing, as we've learned, it's an act to bring in energy and bring energy together within inside of you to teach yourself about world and peace, and an awareness but most importantly, the energy that you can bring to the world and others together to collectively bring world peace.
Hi, I'm Burrell Poe. I work for the Golden Institute as the director of the Chicago Peace Fellows, a group of grassroots leaders across Chicago committed to building peace in neighborhoods across the city. I am also on the board of Compassionate, which seeks to inspire daily acts of compassion around the world. I have been involved with Peace Day Chicago for several years, and I cannot think of a better daily practice for bringing peace and starting your day with the intention of compassion than the daily call to peace. Follow the Peace School on social media to participate. Now, let's join Pastor Kim and Jennifer Kim for the call to peace and the World Flag ceremony.
Thank you so much, Burrell. We're just delighted to be here with all of you. The World Peace Flag Ceremony and the Call to Peace is a call and response. So even though we won't be able to hear each other, just think of all the voices around the world that will be joining this call. I'll be announcing the countries of the world, and you'll join in saying peace in that country. We are honoring the 193 countries recognized by the United Nations, and then we go to the Earth flag to recognize all other regions of the world. So places seeking independence, indigenous nations, any place or the land itself, any part of this planet, we try to honor with the Earth flag. We are now going to start our call to peace. This is a wonderful sculpture that I just mentioned in Jackson Park at Sky Landing, where Master Kim did peace breathing meditation. It's opened last year's Peace Day. Now we're going through the 193 countries of the world, sending them peace, love, and harmony. Afghanistan.
Peace in Afghanistan.
Albania.
Peace in Albania.
Algeria.
Peace in Algeria.
Andorra.
Peace in Andorra.
Angola.
Peace in Angola.
Antigua and Barbuda.
Peace in Antigua and Barbuda.
Argentina.
Peace in Argentina.
Armenia.
Peace in Armenia.
Australia.
Peace in Australia.
Austria.
Peace in Austria.
Azerbaijan.
Peace in Azerbaijan.
Bahamas.
Peace in Bahamas.
Bahrain.
Peace in Bahrain.
Bangladesh.
Peace in Bangladesh.
Barbados.
Peace in Barbados.
Belarus.
Peace in Belarus.
Belgium.
Peace in Belgium.
Belize.
Peace in Belize.
Benin.
Peace in Benin.
Bhutan.
Peace in Bhutan.
Bolivia.
Peace in Bolivia.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Peace in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Botswana.
Peace in Botswana.
Brazil.
Peace in Brazil.
Brunei.
Peace in Brunei.
Bulgaria.
Peace in Bulgaria.
Burkina Faso.
Peace in Burkina Faso.
Burundi.
Peace in Burundi.
Cambodia.
Peace in Cambodia.
Cameroon.
Peace in Cameroon.
Canada.
Peace in Canada.
Cape Verde.
Peace in Cape Verde.
Central African Republic.
Peace in Central African Republic.
Chad.
Peace in Chad.
Chile.
Peace in Chile.
China.
Peace in China.
Colombia.
Peace in Colombia.
Comoros.
Peace in Comoros.
Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Peace in Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Republic of Congo.
Peace in Republic of Congo.
Costa Rica.
Peace in Costa Rica.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Peace in Cote d'Ivoire.
Croatia.
Peace in Croatia.
Cuba.
Peace in Cuba.
Cyprus.
Peace in Cyprus.
Czech Republic.
Peace in Czech Republic.
Denmark.
Peace in Denmark.
Djibouti.
Peace in Djibouti.
Dominica.
Peace in Dominica.
Dominican Republic.
Peace in Dominican Republic.
Peace in the world.
Peace in the world.
Let's pause for just a moment and breathe for the countries.
Peace.
Let's move, sorry. Ecuador.
Peace in Ecuador.
Egypt.
Peace in Egypt.
El Salvador.
Peace in El Salvador.
Equatorial Guinea.
Peace in Equatorial Guinea.
Eritrea.
Peace in Eritrea.
Estonia.
Peace in Estonia.
Ethiopia.
Peace in Ethiopia.
Fiji.
Peace in Fiji.
Finland.
Peace in Finland.
France.
Peace in France.
Gabon.
Peace in Gabon.
Gambia.
Peace in the Gambia.
Georgia.
Peace in Georgia.
Germany.
Peace in Germany.
Ghana.
Peace in Ghana.
Greece.
Peace in Greece.
Grenada.
Peace in Grenada.
Guatemala.
Peace in Guatemala.
Guinea.
Peace in Guinea.
Guinea-Bissau.
Peace in Guinea-Bissau.
Guyana.
Peace in Guyana.
Haiti.
Peace in Haiti.
Honduras.
Peace in Honduras.
Hungary.
Peace in Hungary.
Iceland.
Peace in Iceland.
India.
Peace in India.
Indonesia.
Peace in Indonesia.
Iran.
Peace in Iran.
Iraq.
Peace in Iraq.
Ireland.
Peace in Ireland.
Israel.
Peace in Israel.
Italy.
Peace in Italy.
Jamaica.
Peace in Jamaica.
Japan.
Peace in Japan.
Jordan.
Peace in Jordan.
Kazakhstan.
Peace in Kazakhstan.
Kenya.
Peace in Kenya.
Kiribati.
Peace in Kiribati.
North Korea.
Peace in North Korea.
South Korea.
Peace in South Korea.
Kuwait.
Peace in Kuwait.
Kyrgyzstan.
Peace in Kyrgyzstan.
Laos.
Peace in Laos.
Latvia.
Peace in Latvia.
Lebanon.
Peace in Lebanon.
Lesotho.
Peace in Lesotho.
Liberia.
Peace in Liberia.
Libya.
Peace in Libya.
Liechtenstein.
Peace in Liechtenstein.
Lithuania.
Peace in Lithuania.
Peace in the world.
Peace in the world.
Let's pause for just a moment.
Peace.
Luxembourg.
Peace in Luxembourg.
North Macedonia.
Peace in North Macedonia.
Madagascar.
Peace in Madagascar.
Malawi.
Peace in Malawi.
Malaysia.
Peace in Malaysia.
Maldives.
Peace in Maldives.
Mali.
Peace in Mali.
Malta.
Peace in Malta.
The Marshall Islands.
Peace in the Marshall Islands.
Mauritania.
Peace in Mauritania.
Mauritius.
Peace in Mauritius.
Mexico.
Peace in Mexico.
Micronesia.
Peace in Micronesia.
Moldova.
Peace in Moldova.
Monaco.
Peace in Monaco.
Mongolia.
Peace in Mongolia.
Montenegro.
Peace in Montenegro.
Morocco.
Peace in Morocco.
Mozambique.
Peace in Mozambique.
Myanmar.
Peace in Myanmar.
Namibia.
Peace in Namibia.
Nauru.
Peace in Nauru.
Nepal.
Peace in Nepal.
The Netherlands.
Peace in the Netherlands.
New Zealand.
Peace in New Zealand.
Nicaragua.
Peace in Nicaragua.
Niger.
Peace in Niger.
Nigeria.
Peace in Nigeria.
Norway.
Peace in Norway.
Oman.
Peace in Oman.
Pakistan.
Peace in Pakistan.
Palau.
Peace in Palau.
Panama.
Peace in Panama.
Papua New Guinea.
Peace in Papua New Guinea.
Paraguay.
Peace in Paraguay.
Peru.
Peace in Peru.
The Philippines.
Peace in the Philippines.
Poland.
Peace in Poland.
Portugal.
Peace in Portugal.
Qatar.
Peace in Qatar.
Romania.
Peace in Romania.
Russia.
Peace in Russia.
Rwanda.
Peace in Rwanda.
St. Kitts and Nevis.
Peace in St. Kitts and Nevis.
St. Lucia.
Peace in St. Lucia.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Peace in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Samoa.
Peace in Samoa.
San Marino.
Peace in San Marino.
Sao Tome and Principe.
Peace in Sao Tome and Principe.
Saudi Arabia.
Peace in Saudi Arabia.
Peace in the world.
Peace in the world.
Breathe for just a moment. Senegal.
Peace in Senegal.
Serbia.
Peace in Serbia.
Seychelles.
Peace in Seychelles.
Sierra Leone.
Peace in Sierra Leone.
Singapore.
Peace in Singapore.
Slovakia.
Peace in Slovakia.
Slovenia.
Peace in Slovenia.
The Solomon Islands.
Peace in Solomon Islands.
Somalia.
Peace in Somalia.
South Africa.
Peace in South Africa.
Spain.
Peace in Spain.
Sri Lanka.
Peace in Sri Lanka.
Sudan.
Peace in Sudan.
South Sudan.
Peace in South Sudan.
Suriname.
Peace in Suriname.
Eswatini.
Peace in Eswatini.
Sweden.
Peace in Sweden.
Switzerland.
Peace in Switzerland.
Syria.
Peace in Syria.
Tajikistan.
Peace in Tajikistan.
Tanzania.
Peace in Tanzania.
Thailand.
Peace in Thailand.
Timor-Leste.
Peace in Timor-Leste.
Togo.
Peace in Togo.
Tonga.
Peace in Tonga.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Peace in Trinidad and Tobago.
Tunisia.
Peace in Tunisia.
Turkey.
Peace in Turkey.
Turkmenistan.
Peace in Turkmenistan.
Tuvalu.
Peace in Tuvalu.
Uganda.
Peace in Uganda.
Ukraine.
Peace in Ukraine.
United Arab Emirates.
Peace in United Arab Emirates.
United Kingdom.
Peace in the United Kingdom.
The United States.
Peace in the United States.
Uruguay.
Peace in Uruguay.
Uzbekistan.
Peace in Uzbekistan.
Vanuatu.
Peace in Vanuatu.
Venezuela.
Peace in Venezuela.
Vietnam.
Peace in Vietnam.
Yemen.
Peace in Yemen.
Zambia.
Peace in Zambia.
Zimbabwe.
Peace in Zimbabwe.
All other regions of the world.
Peace in all other regions of the world. Peace in the world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Henry Cervantes, manager of the Peace Exchange, a program of Holy Family Ministries. I'm proud to be a part of the Chicago Build the Peace Committee, a team of community and cultural organizations working to advance peace in our city. We all know that peace is hard work, and it often goes unrecognized, especially now during these trying times. Today, our virtual Peace Day marks our 42nd anniversary celebration in Chicago. As we commemorate our theme of shaping peace together, it is my honor and distinct pleasure to introduce our next speaker and our honorary chair of Peace Day, the Honorable Mayor of the City of Chicago, Lori E. Lightfoot. Many people don't know that before her historic election, she worked hard to address and resolve many of the conflicts that our society faces. She continues to promote and fight for peace in our city and in our communities every day. We are so excited to be able to hear from our mayor as she speaks to us live about her message for peace in today's world. Join us in welcoming Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Thank you so much, Henry, for that very kind introduction. And good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for being here. I'd like to give a big thanks to Jennifer Kim, along with everybody at the Peace School for 42 years of organizing this special event and advancing the cause of peace and human rights across Chicago. The World Peace Flag ceremony we just saw is a great visual representation of why this work matters so much. Today is a celebration of our shared humanity, a value that is near and dear to the heart of our great city. Every year for the past 40 years, we've come together as a city to send wishes and prayers for peace throughout the entire world and bring communities and culture together to promote unity and diversity, something we need now more than ever. By doing so, we're able to transcend physical borders and language barriers to join our neighbors across the globe to share our hopes for the harmony harmony for all of us. Even as our world continues to struggle with COVID-19, what this terrible disease has also shown is how deeply connected we all are to a global community. One of the country's most diverse cities, we care deeply about encouraging, maintaining, and preserving peace across all of our communities, as well as finding ways to build peaceful relationships, authentic relationships with communities around the world. This is the foundation of creating the positive change we want to see, not only here, but also abroad. We're proud that our city made the cultivation of positive change a priority when we pioneered the observance of Peace Day back in 1978, 3 years before the International Day of Peace was established by the United Nations. This year, the United Nations theme for Peace Day 2020 is Shaping Peace Together, which could not be more appropriate for this moment. Over the past few months, social distancing and civil unrest have threatened to create even deeper divides between us, hindering our ability to find common ground and work together peacefully toward a future that reflects all of our values and really is the foundation for equity and inclusion. As I said before, now more than ever, events like Peace Day Chicago and Peace Weekend 2020 serve as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, that we must dig down and face the challenges that we see as a community that may seem insurmountable, but are essential for us to create harmony and peace across our land. Seeking out opportunities to respect and uplift one another will help us stand up to and overcome these challenges. I'm immensely grateful for how Peace Weekend 2020 has put Peace Day Chicago on the global stage with this new virtual format, allowing Peace Day programming to be broadcast all over the world and reminding us of the oneness of life and the beauty of diversity in our society. With that being said, I also want to thank the hundreds, if not thousands, of organizations that are on the ground in every neighborhood across the globe who do great work to instill the value of peace and the sanctity of life within our communities. This year's Peace Day is a culmination of all of that hard work by all of you and all of them, and will continue to keep us together to rise above the divides that are between us. In reflecting on Peace Day 2020, one of the things that I hope that we do is really focus on building bridges over which people can travel to us and us to them. Thank you all very much, and I am honored to be part of this celebration.
Thank you so much, Mayor Lightfoot. We're just so delighted having you here with us, and we greatly appreciate your remarks, your encouragement to all of us here in Chicago and all around the world. It's just marvelous that you have joined us and given us your message and encouragement. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you, Mayor Lightfoot. Thank you so much. We're so delighted to have all of you here with us for Peace Day in Chicago. Ben, are you here with us?
Yes, Jennifer, I am here. It's so good to be here with you in Chicago. It's been an amazing program. What an incredible range of diversity and various offerings, some great music. I really enjoyed that, and very much the message from the mayor, the beautiful message of Lori Lightfoot, and everybody's just done such a wonderful job. So thank you so much, Master Charles and Jennifer Kim, for pulling this together. And it's been a real honor to be with you in Peace Weekend, and congratulations on 43 years of Peace Day in Chicago. That's an amazing achievement. And today's a very special day as we bring the prayer flags to New York. There's events happening simultaneously in Jerusalem. People are praying all over the world. So that wonderful flag ceremony that you offered as well. So deep gratitude and love and blessings of peace to Chicago and to the United States and to our whole planet. And thank you for this incredible offering today.
Thank you, Ben, and thank you to you and to Unity Earth and the Sign Network. Ben has been the driver for this entire weekend and all the events leading up to it. We're so grateful and so happy to be part of Peace Weekend. So thank you, everyone. Let's think of peace for ourselves, for this planet, for all humanity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Blessings.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace and blessings. Happy Peace Day.
Happy Peace Day.
Happy Peace Day.